They thought it was impossible.
We choose to go to the moon!
Before the end of the decade, in response to JFK's goal, America embarked on an engineering challenge unlike any other. So much had to be done in such a short period of time. America had to develop a computer capable of piloting and landing on the moon with primitive 1960s computer technology with very little room for error. Even a small software bug could lead to the total destruction of the mission.
Houston, we've had a problem. 1201, roger, 1201 alarm. Tranquility Base here, the Eagle has landed.
1961, at the height of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union, engineers all around the country are scrambling to plan and make a lunar landing possible, with very little time on their hands. The pressure is on the United States, as it seems that the USSR is winning the space race, sending a human, for the first time in history, into space earlier in the year. In the MIT Instrumentation Laboratory, engineers are developing a computer powerful enough to navigate the Apollo command module to the moon and back, and also descend and land the lunar module on the surface. How did the NASA team develop such a powerful computer while being the size of a briefcase? To find this out, we have to go back a few years. Let's meet Charles Stark Draper. Born in 1901, he had a huge passion for engineering. He graduated from Stanford and eventually joined MIT. At the university, he established the Instrumentation Laboratory, and under his leadership, the laboratory would become world-renowned for aviation guidance technology. Draper also made huge advancements in the field of inertial navigation, which, to explain simply, is a navigation system that uses sensors to detect and measure the change in motion of an aircraft or spacecraft, which is then used to update its position. In 1953, in a remarkable achievement, he flew from Massachusetts to California in a B-29 aircraft, guided solely by his inertial navigation system. Despite his remarkable achievements, Draper was not directly involved with Apollo 11. However, his advancements in navigation and his laboratory would be very crucial for the development of the Apollo guidance computer. At MIT, the development of the Apollo guidance computer has just started. Many engineers are working tirelessly, most notably Margaret Hamilton, who is the lead of the software division for the Apollo guidance computer. Hamilton and other engineers developed the software and the hardware of the computer so that despite its low storage, around 1 million times less that of a modern smartphone, it would be immensely powerful and reliable. Firstly, the computer was one of the first to use integrated circuits, so instead of having many complicated circuits, they would all be integrated into one semiconductor chip, saving lots of space. For reliability, all essential software, like navigation programs, would be woven manually into the computer, stored in rope core memory. Unlike RAM, this code remains even if power is lost. The AGC had an amazing feature, which was scheduling tasks on the computer based on priority. For example, let's say the lunar module is landing. The computer would prioritize tasks related to navigation. The computer also had a very sophisticated error management system. It would display error codes and sound alarms to alert the astronauts in case of problems. On July 20th, 1969, Apollo's error management system would be put to the test.
1202.
This is what Mission Control in Houston, Texas heard at 2:05 p.m. NASA and Margaret Hamilton's worst nightmare had just come true. The computer was overloaded with an influx of data, more than it could process. Go or not to go, the decision would be critical. Did Mission Control and the astronauts have enough trust in the computer to function properly despite the overloading of memory? After a stressful assessment of the situation, and with 30 seconds of fuel left aboard the Eagle, the decision was taken to land. Armstrong took manual control of the spacecraft and landed. The landing cemented Apollo 11 and the Apollo guidance computer into history as some of the greatest achievements humanity has ever accomplished.